Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Scramble for the Far East mod. Last time around we ended off kind of a cliffhanger as we ended without having completed all the tasks or all the obstacles set out by the video. But then again, those had been building for over a year, so maybe that wasn't that big of a surprise. Let's go over it really quick as we can anyways. So we got the Northern Alliance, what's left of their attack, the third army that I thought joined in but didn't. So we got that one right there. I'm actually thinking we can bypass that one and try and go directly for the castle, trying to cut our way through this and going directly to the castle. Our assassin right here needs to move over here because there's an American dick. There's an American Dick. The guy is actually called Dick, the assassin Dick. We need to attack him. And as you might tell, as there's two crippled American armies out here and a crippled garrison, I played this battle off camera to make it a little bit easier. Over here, they have yet to actually attack. They've brought in a military advisor to start harassing the settlement. But yet they decide not to attack it. I don't know what the Americans are up to. In the meantime, there's another advisor harassing us over here. My spy is keeping an eye on what's going on in this area, and so far not so much. However, I imagine that the army that we spotted here is now on its way back towards this area. Oh, it's actually stationed right there. And it looks a little bit smaller. Maybe they split it. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, my faction leader will continue on his march to attack this area, North Shinano, and the new military advisor, unfortunately we lost the 3-star we had before, which was very unfortunate. Now we have got a French guy instead of the American we've got before. Also, there's a British army that's turned up over here. The ships along our coast keep multiplying, especially around the capital port, as there's now basically 2 American full-stack navies sitting outside of it. So, though, as soon as I get those ironclads, which in turn we're 16 away from building the port, then I also need to do the technology to get the ironclads, and that in turn will take 22 turns. So if I start that directly after what I'm currently doing, which is military logistics, which is 5 turns, it'll get us 4% replenishment, which probably will bring us into at least having these like double points. We'd have none along these actually, but hopefully we'll get those, so we can replenish a lot quicker. And then for the last bit, we've actually discovered the French force. So they landed here, but rather than go for this castle, it looks like they're gonna head over and attack this one over here. It has a smaller garrison and not nearly, I don't know if it's not as nearly defendable. What it is though is that we can actually recruit infantry over here. So if needed, I could start actually to bring out colonial infantry to make sure that the French are defeated that way. But I'm thinking, because we're kind of within range to attack them, that we could actually attack them and bring them down that way. Now this is a little bit more risky because the French could have some terribly good units with them, which I'm not seeing. Plus the overall strength of this army might not be that great, but I'm still thinking that is what we'll do. We'll leave 4 units because as long as you have 4 units for the inner castle, for the like inner bit where you fight to the death, I'm pretty sure that we will be successful. So this is a little bit of a Hail Mary that we're coming out here. Alright, so they have 2 generals. They've got a lot of grenadiers, guard Zouave, guard voltigier, Empress dragoons, lances. They've got some cannons, but not like those like super guard units. I think we'll be fine if I can. Given the terrain of the area, we've got hills, we've got trees. Could very well be that I am able to outmaneuver them. In any case, onwards to the fight. You know what? I recognize this battleground almost immediately, because if we look at it from this angle, you know exactly which battle this is. Like, I fought over this ground 2 times, but nowhere near here, so that's kind of interesting. I'm thinking we're gonna move our troops through here, and we'll see where the enemy decides to deploy. Alright, and they're moving. I think they might be attacking. I mean, holding the hills would allow me to like have double stack my troops against them. I don't know what they're doing. We're not sure that they're going to attack as of yet, but they might be. Oh, their artillery is starting to fire. And they're firing at these troops. Not that they're killing much. It's their mortars which are stuck over here. I'm gonna send out the cavalry immediately, trying to get that one because it's stationary. We got generals. What are they doing? They're moving over here. The entire French army is on the move towards this area. And so we will meet them in that. But first, I'll make sure that we take out that mortar, the pesky mortar. We'll base our defense around this hill. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to wait to actually do the attack before I at least have some units arrayed in line on this hill. Because otherwise, I feel like there might be quite the dangerous attack coming in. And then we need to cover this area. And the rest of these 3 will strung out here to be able to swing in and take the enemy. Right. And then we'll put the general right where the explosions are happening. Oh, we are getting fired upon already. Whoa, okay. There's something I missed. The French outrange us? Holy crap, I lost 100 men in that. Okay, this changes things quite a bit. They're moving the cannon over here. So they outrange us, the bastards. Suddenly, victory is not that clear. As soon as they set up on that hill, we're dead. Alright, they outrange us. That is bad, that is bad. Plus they got more troops, cavalry and all that. You know what? We're gonna call off. We're gonna call this off. We're gonna call this off. Everyone will leave the field now. Wait, where the hell are they going? Oh yeah, they're like just drawing out the line. So they're drawing the line along there. Interesting. We're leaving anyways, because they outrange us. Decisive defeat. Yeah, I was not gonna risk all these troops against that. we moved back to the castle, and that's that. The strategy then is to prepare these guys instead. And we got these new regiments, but they've got, actually the new ones got better range. They've got range similar to that of the French. 250. Damn, did I miss that? That they had 250 range. No, they have 200. Which unit was it? It was the Fusilier. Fusilier of the Legion have 275. I was like, oh shit, all the French have that. There's one unit that's 275. Okay. But still, with that, that made it still difficult to deal with the French. And it was the safe bet to withdraw. After that is done, let's go ahead and capture this castle. And after that, we'll conduct the battle against the Northern Alliance over on our left. Given the few numbers, it wasn't that hard to take the castle. As well, we had howitzers that really helped out. And with that, we've laid another settlement under our control. Now, I'm only hoping that the commander here, nice old 4-star, isn't assassinated by a dick. And that my assassin will make it in time. Now, I guess I could. He can ride pretty far. But to no area that's really safe, and the assassin will follow everywhere. There's not like... I guess I could ride into the wood and hide there and try to avoid the assassin that way, but I don't think that will help. With that, we're gonna go ahead and conduct this right here, but what I'm thinking is we'll actually skip that guy. We'll skip him, and we'll move through the ones down here. So we'll bypass this. Oh, there's a force. Right. So the bypassing wasn't as bypassing as I thought it was, but basically, since this guy most likely, Date Yushikuni, is going to continue to the north, then he will be met by Rolf, which is coming down with the Brunswick army, and this guy will continue then, and we will take Shimatsutsuka. Right, very good. And after that, that's probably not going to be in the episode, but I will continue and we'll try to go for North Shinano. And then we'll capture quite a lot. The thing which I kind of didn't say, felt like I didn't have time to say in the end of the episode. But when I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, so we're on episode 11 last time, and we had only captured 13 settlements. It felt like, you know, my plan of making a shorter series wasn't really gonna pan out, was it? But yeah, we'll maybe it speeds up. In this one, it looks like by the end of it, we might have captured one, actually, but we'll be on a good way to capture multiple, because in the post this episode, I'm pretty sure North Shinano will fall. And Shimatsutsuka will fall, so that's an additional 2, so that's 3 connected to this episode. And then Hitachi will soon fall after, because I don't think the Northern Alliance have been able to build up that much from one area. And then it seems like the Americans have not been able to... I'm feeling like the Americans have probably a lot of forces. They just don't have them on our border. Like, I'm feeling that a lot of them were actually moving towards the Koga because we're fighting them. So I feel like a lot of the American strength is kind of either here in this area, because this is the last province the Americans took, or they're kind of, where's their most, this one right here. Onavari is actually taken by Oda's home province has been taken by the Americans. So I'm feeling like the American strength is probably here, and as I said, over here. So nowhere near our front, as we're kind of like just steamrolling into the American line right now. But anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and start conducting this battle and set up the end of this video. Pretty straight up fight. Let's do it.
Today, sir, we attack.
We certainly do. We're gonna make a line so large it cannot be flanked. I didn't realize they had cannons. What kind of cannons do they have? They're freaking 12-pounders! But they hit them like as far into the woods as they could. Oh wait, there's quite a lot of 12-pounders actually. We should be aiming for the ones in the center, hoping that it will track and hit cannons next to them. It's kind of a lot for 12-pounders. I just thought they had silly 6-pounders. Silly 6s, as I call them. Right, that's general speak. Like, because I'm a general, that's what we say. Silly 6s. Like, roll up the silly 6s, I say to my commanders. And they do as I say. They do as I say. They don't do as I say, though. Ordering up the Cauldron of Death here. Since we've got more troops on the left, there is where we'll start the attack. They're pulling back. Well, no, they're reorganizing. Pulling back their strong flank and exposing the weak one even more. And here I was thinking about silly 6s. Right. There's a lot of cannon fire, so I don't want to move my commander too much, but I am going to move him. We're going to move the cavalry and the commander over to the left side, where we will start the attack immediately. The Hessians will advance. The main line will advance, and this line will advance as well, so we're advancing on all sides. General's moving through, he'll be able to support. Organize and support. We're not really doing any damage to these. So I'm thinking we're gonna hit the cavalry instead. Cavalry most likely is gonna do a lot more damage to us than some stinking silly 12th. That doesn't work, does it? We're pivoting even more. They keep pivoting. I'm gonna put these guys here. They're gonna be the ones to catch the cavalry, and then these will be moved forward to deal with the bow. Oh, now they're moving on us. Move it to line immediately. They're trying to find like a spot which they can sit and just use their 12-pounders. It's not really working, is it? Why is no one shooting? These guys should be shooting. Ah, if there wasn't a slight rise in the ground right here. We could move here, maybe. Or should I move forward? Let's not move as far as we tried last time. And the cavalry. General. Put the general in the... Put the general in the hole! How far do I have to move to actually get... Oh, you have to move quite a bit far. You can move up. If you're shooting this down, you can move up. You can start firing on them from there. While the cavalry is now up in the woods. Okay, now they're gonna swing. So far, they've no room to maneuver in a good way. And they're gonna have to be moving in to my the range of fire here. And they're gonna get shot to pieces. Right, the cavalry is about to move into that flank. Okay, now they realize the game is up. They have to advance. Probably need a little bit better organization here, and then bring these guys up. They're moving the troops here. So these sides won't really be able to do much. They won't be able to aid as much anyways. Staying where they are. You need inspiration because you're about to take a cavalry charge. They continue to kind of hold their position here. They're not like throwing the troops into an attack. They actually made it to the line. I'm quite impressed actually. Was the hill really that angled? Right, these are not going to be part of the battle unless I push them harder to get in there. Now the cavalry will move up to sit up behind. Yeah, the enemy army is completely falling apart. They've got nothing on us. I'm going to be ordering in the cavalry charges. Got a few troops trying to make it to our lines, getting absolutely annihilated. Cavalry charges going in, breaking up some of these. We're going to pull out again, and then we're going to swing around, and we're going to keep hitting them like this. Still a few of these bastards to keep fighting. Right. Hold. Hold. I want you to start firing as soon as possible. Cavalry's in the back. Let's make sure no one gets out of here. Attack there and attack there. Slowest charge we you ever saw. Yeah, they're all kind of just breaking apart upon contact with my troops. Want to make sure that we get as many of these as possible.
Your victory is close, sir.
Fire a little bit on that one. As soon as that one gives way, it's going to start kind of a chain reaction, I'm thinking. Hussars tired from all the killing, but yeah. We are victorious here. Little bit of a like issue with the units selecting who to fire at. Right, the enemy army is done for. order everyone to kind of clear out the place. And there we have it. Quick victory.
Victory is close, sir.
Decisive victory! We only lost 200 men compared to the enemy, which lost their entire force, more or less. I didn't even know they got reinforcements. Quick look here after the end turn. I can see no one getting assassin. However, enemy assassin is executed. Right, let's go through this. Army sabotaged right here. Holy crap, they're sending a lot of agent to Hida. Enemy agent executed up here, right? So that's not the ninja, that was the advisor. Then is the French geishas distracting everyone in the north. Army, harassed. Assassination attempt, yes, there was an attempt here, but he failed. Wonderful. We got 2 assassins coming in on the guy. So he's gonna have to pay for that. Harassment attempt. Ulrich is detected. Both are assassins are detected. Ports getting shot up. Enemy assassin detected over here. Yeah. Railroad blocked. Nothing new there. So, and then even more bombardments. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. 71%. That should be a done deal, shouldn't it? Enemy assassinated. Wonderful. Right, then you are no longer needed in going this way. You need to keep an eye on... Ooh, nice. Increased in rank. You need to keep an eye on what's going on here. Because I want that silk. I want that silk. Damn you. And you gained a level. Just became even better assassin. My bestie assassin. These guys keep just going around this army. So I'll just go ahead and lay siege to this place. God, there's another shit little small army. I don't feel like fitting any more battles into this. Let's see. We're not building that much anymore. Probably need to increase that. Oh, lucky. Nice. So not only... Wait, was that the faction leader's son? No, this isn't the son, is it? Wait. I thought it was the other guy. It is him! Huh. Maybe that's not too great to bring him out into the middle there, almost assassinated. But now he's lucky, so... Right.
Yes, my
I
lord.
think... Yeah, now when these guys got their cavalry, the Brunswickens should start to march, but we will bring extra troops as well. So there's more Brunswick troops coming in, because we captured another territory, so we get more infantry that we can recruit. And then I'm bringing up Hessian's Hussars, because every army should now have 4 units of cavalry, so we actually pack a punch with the charges. And we should do similarly for the Brunswickens. We've got more howitzers on the way. We need a lot of howitzers, constantly just howitzers. Extra troops here. Now the guys with the longer range, 250, should be... Maybe I should put my troops up in block. If it weren't for the fact that we are like stopped here, we could have moved up and like held them at the bridge, maybe. Could have been a plan. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right here. For the next one, I'm hoping to set up so we can take northern Shinano. Then this guy might be moving down. Musashi seems like a long jump. Long and dangerous march to march all the way down here. Especially since there's a crossing here, and then there's a crossing right by the town. It might be better after this that he actually continues on and joins up with Schwarzenberg, Gunther, and we try and capture everything all the way out to this peninsula. This peninsula is very important to us because, let's go ahead and go to provinces. Where are provinces? There. It's got iron, if we look at the map. Iron resources out here. Iron, it's what is needed for the gunsmiths to work, I believe. Resource, iron. It might be just to build it, but I'm thinking because right now it does not provide any accuracy bonus at all. It doesn't like provide any of those bonuses. So I'm thinking once we get iron, it's good to have iron anyways, like having resources is good. And currently we have I mean I have lots of territory, but I've yet to gain like a single resource. But we stand to gain copper. We're also gonna get silk from over here. And wait, which one is this? Copper in Kai. Kai is below here. And then, like, we will hopefully get a lot of resources taking this over. The one that we do need is coal, I think, in the future. But we get coal from the Koreans, as long as the Koreans can hold back the Russians. Because the Russians are kind of gaining on them. Also, I could gain iron from trading with the Russians, possibly, so I should see about sending a ship up and discovering the Russians. So we can trade with them. Hopefully, they're friendly, although none of the other European powers are particularly friendly to me. There's also the thing about going against the French because they have iron, but I feel like it's like a, you know, there's so many troops stuck on these islands here. Like, it will be impossible to conduct a proper naval attack unless I like bring everything more or less, which is not something we can do because of the current situation. With that said, I think we'll end it here, and by next time we should be ready to make some big moves. Although that's probably what I said last time as well. And then it took like a year for me to even do something half-assed. So the enemy is sure to try and stop me and cause all kinds of problems. But I am confident that we will be victorious against our enemies. With that said, I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.